I don't know if you suffer from the same brand of crazy making that I do when it comes to preparing audition material, but I'll let you in on a little bit of my own mental beehive and tell you some of the solutions that I found to make auditioning not only a bearable process, but an enjoyable one. So the first thing that happens often when you get a packet to prepare for an audition is that often we want to rush to make choices. We envision the people that we'll be auditioning for, and we immediately start asking ourselves, what do they want? We start to try to guess what the most favorable choices to make about the material are. When we're asking these kinds of questions, we are jumping outside of our body. We're outside of our own experience, and we're actually taking our eyeballs and sitting them right next to these imaginary table people. We're observing ourselves from the outside. So, in a state of outside yourself self-consciousness. And if you just take, I'm already feeling it, if you just take a moment to imagine that space, anytime you're observing yourself from the outside, it's a very contracted and bound up feeling. The place that you want to be and that you want to return to is behind your own eyeballs. You want to come back into your own heart and look out at the world from behind your own eyes so that you are centered in you and so that you can then communicate outward from a grounded place inside your own heart. So watch that tendency to rush to choices. It's very similar to the motivation of asking when you're in school what's going to be on the test, so that you just learn what you need to learn in order to make it past a certain point or to get a certain grade, when actually the actual learning and doing itself are the thing that's valuable. This audition is an opportunity for you to do your work. It's an opportunity for you to do the thing that you love to do. So ask questions, be curious, stay hunkered in with the story in front of you. Discipline yourself to stay with the material and work with it. And remember this: the most important thing to remember, and the antidote to trying to do something clever or different or choicey, is this: there is objectively, biologically, scientifically, one you. Your authenticity and singularity are inherent to your being as a human on this planet. Standing out is taken care of if you show up with preparation and open your heart. Seriously, there is nothing more captivating than a human being who is willing to open their heart and invite folks in to show them that at the end of the day, they have a whole lot in common. Our ego likes to figure out the rules of a game so that it can win or be better than. This is not a game like that. When you do this kind of work, you transcend competition. You show up with your excellence, your warmth, your skill, your humanity. You open your heart, and that is captivating. If you do that, you will develop a positive emotional association to you and your work. You show up and you do that on a consistent basis, people are going to notice and people are going to want to work with you. You just have to do this consistently, and things will start to happen that you're going to like. But you have to stick with it. And think of something silly before you walk in the door or hit record. What we do is important, and I'm serious about it, but you have to think about something that is silly and even borderline embarrassing before you walk into any adrenalized situation. Just to remember that you are a human and that funny things happen, and just to loosen yourself up a little bit. So have that in your toolbox. All right. So remember, zoop, get behind your own eyeballs when you start to spin into imaginary, self-conscious critics looking at your work, and get back into your own heart. Take a breath and get back into the story. In the next few videos, we're going to get into some more nuts and bolts on how to prepare your packets. So in the meantime, stay in your heart and go sing. All right. Bye-bye, sugar pie.